the wife immediately realized the woman her husband brought back from the battlefield was pregnant, but the woman asked her to predict the future for the child in her womb. The husband was terrified when he heard this and quickly made an excuse to refuse, saying it would affect his life expectancy. But the wife, undeterred, decided to proceed with the divination for the child, and when she did, it revealed a shocking secret. The fortune showed the child was her husband's, and he quickly pretended to faint. The wife finally understood. This woman was not just a colleague, but the lover her husband had brought back from the battlefield. The husband eventually confessed, saying that one night he got drunk and mistook the woman for his wife, which led to the pregnancy. However, they didn't know everything had been orchestrated by the mother-in-law. Since the wife hadn't been able to get pregnant in 5 years of marriage, the mother-in-law arranged for the woman to get close to her husband so she could conceive a child. But in reality, the wife couldn't conceive because she had asked a master to transfer her husband's disasters and suffering onto herself. Thus, she was destined to have no children. Now, the husband said that once the lover had the baby, he would have it adopted under his name, and they would never see each other again. But the wife said, even if the child was raised under her name, it wouldn't survive, because she, who was destined to have no children, could never have her own. Heartbroken, she wandered aimlessly on the street. Suddenly, the love curse in her body flared up, causing unbearable pain. This love curse was something her husband had promised to her before marriage, to ensure his love for her forever. He had asked a master to cast it. If he ever betrayed her, she would suffer excruciating pain in her bones and heart. Now that the curse was acting up, it was proof her husband had betrayed her. She returned home to find the house decorated for the arrival of a new concubine. Even though her husband explained it was his mother's decision, the woman turned and left without a word. The next day, the husband found his wife again, knowing that without a child, his mother wouldn't spare him, so he decided that after the child was born, he would retire with his wife and leave everything behind. But when he sought a safety charm for the child, the woman saw it and was shocked. The husband noticed her strange reaction and hurriedly asked what the charm meant. The fortune showed the child's future would be extremely dangerous. However, the man angrily scolded his wife for being ridiculous. He insisted the child was just a child and wouldn't threaten her position. He couldn't understand why his wife would want to harm the child. Seeing how her husband misunderstood her, the wife realized she had finally fallen for the wrong person. Suddenly, they heard the sound of the mother-in-law preparing to search her room. The lover clutched her stomach in pain. The mother-in-law believed it must be her who was causing trouble, since she was the only one familiar with Taoist arts. They found a straw doll with talismans on it. Before the woman could explain, the husband slapped her in front of everyone.